Welcome to Sequinland. Sequinland is a magical place that is under the protection of beautiful guardian genies. During the long years of peace, many of the genies fell in love with mortal men. Interestingly, the offspring that came about were all girls. These girls came to be known as half-genies, who were seemingly human, but with a trace of magical power. As peaceful as life was, it didn't last forever. Large numbers of guardian genies began to disappear from Sequinland until none were left. The half-genies utilized their powers in order to stand against evil as best they could. They traveled across the land and selected a kingdom for each of them to protect until peace returned once again. We now turn our attention to Shantae, the appointed guardian genie of a small fishing town known as Scuttletown. Hey guys, what's going on? This is ShadowHB3 here, and welcome to the start of my brand new Let's Play, one that I've been eager to finally get started here for quite a while, and I can't wait. Guys, this is going to be fun. So if you didn't tell already by the intro, this is my Let's Play for Shantae, a game for the Game Boy Color. It was developed by WayForward Technologies and published by Capcom. It came out on June 2nd of 2002. It's the first of several titles in this series of games. There are currently 3 titles, including this one. There is a 4th, however, in production as of this video being recorded, so you're looking forward to that. But some of the reasons why I wanted to play this first game, Shantae, it's a platformer, and I'm sure you all already know I am a huge fan of platformers. They're probably my favorite genre of games to play. This was one game, however, that I never did get a chance to play when it came out because it came out so late. It actually debuted over about a year after the Game Boy Advance had already been released here in North America. So it was very obscure and didn't get a lot of recognition, but it has picked up over the years, and now it's finally gotten a great amount of respect. And so much that it's been re-released, I can't talk, on the 3DS Virtual Console, which it came out on there on July 18th of 2013. Also, I've started taking an interest in this series quite a while, but I've never really played the games in full, so I've wanted to try to play them just for the fun of it and see how I do. But I'm going to play the game as if I'm playing it on the Game Boy Advance version, so as you can tell it says GBA Enhanced in the bottom left corner of the screen, and with that it just means that we are playing it on the GBA version. There's just only a few differences from the Game Boy Color version, but I'll explain those here in a little bit. One of which I will at least say, however, is that the screen is a lot brighter than if you were playing it on the Game Boy Color, but that's really all you need to know for right now. Okay, so our file select screen, we have 3 different files we can play our game on, or play the adventure on here. I've already started a practice file on file 2, so we'll just go ahead and go to new one, and we don't have to do anything. We don't have to put our name or age or whatever, any kind of information. Just select the file you want to play and we'll get started. So here we are in Scuttletown. This is the fishing port town that Shantae is responsible for guarding, and she lives in this lighthouse, which is all by its lonesome self, and the lighthouse that just got hit by a cannonball from way out of town from a pirate ship from another time zone, if we're talking basketball talk. But anyway, what? Not another pirate attack. I'd better warn Scuttletown. And she's like, curse you, pirate ship, for ruining my roof. So we walk out, and now we have to make our way from our portion of town, which is the old portion of Scuttletown, which only has that rundown lighthouse where Shantae lives in, to the new portion, which has got much more buildings for sure. And we have to do this while this pirate ship happens to be following us and launching cannonballs, which oddly enough have not destroyed this bridge here. But I mean, it will eventually, but we just need to make our way. As you can see now, they finally will start taking out portions of the bridge, but we have to try to do this without getting hit. I could run, and I probably should run, just to speed this up, because this is really all you're doing here. In fact, a good portion of this game that we're going to start off with isn't going to start the adventure right away. I mean, we're just going to be kind of getting to know the backstory here of why this adventure is taking place. But nonetheless, we'll learn some things as we go along. But something I find interesting as we get to this portion, no cannonballs attack us, and the bridge just decides, okay, it's taken enough, it's going to give way. So it makes me wonder, how on earth am I going to get back to my lighthouse? And I love how the pirate ship also follows in the background. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to our next portion. So as we see the ship in the distance making its way to the new portion of Scuttletown, it launches another cannonball, which doesn't look like a cannonball, and out come these minions that are unique. And also, in addition to them, we get introduced to the nemesis of this game. This is Risky Boots, the nefarious lady pirate, and of course, as with all enemies, she has a love of wealth and power and all things that are shiny. So we'll learn about her as we go along. So you're behind this attack, Risky Boots, the lady pirate. In the flesh. Sorry about your shack, darling. I thought you were a guardian genie, not some scrawny kid. Well, no matter. Gotta haul booty. But yeah, she is definitely villainous, that's for sure. Oh, she's up to no good, that's for sure. Well, if I'm gonna earn my keep as Scuttletown's genie, I'd better stop her. So now we're going to finally make our way and charge right after that lady pirate herself, which she travels pretty fast. So we're going to make our way here. All these citizens are going to be running in panic, and it's up to us to try to get to that ship and see if we can figure out why Risky's doing what she's doing. But we also do get attacked by Tinkerbats, which are what these minions are called here, by the way, as we're going through this. So it's important to attack these guys later on. They don't pose much of a threat. They just take one hit and then they're gone. They say in the manual that they actually attack in threes because they're so weak, but they're not pretty bad with their aim, that's for sure. But just know this portion of Scuttletown we really only get to kind of battle through once, and as you can see, even 1 to 2 Tinkerbats will be in one of these cannonballs that gets launched here. So just try to take them out as soon as you can. But what's something to know here is we attack these guys with Shantae's main attack, which is the hair whip, which is pretty strong. And as we transition from a nice day scene to a nice scene where there's fire and city's on fire, where it makes me wish Sonic was here to say the whole city's on fire. Too bad he's not. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, these Tinkerbats, as well as the other enemies that we encounter in this game, they will from time to time drop hearts and these little gems, which of course the hearts will restore our health, and the gems we can collect, and they'll prove useful later on when we go and need to go to the stores in the unique towns to buy things. I'm not sure why I was crawling there for a moment. Controls to me feel sensitive the way I have them set up, or they're set up, I mean. But no, we're going to be doing a lot of jumping around here, and as a matter of fact, in this first video, it's really going to be about, like I mentioned, just kind of getting used to the controls. I mean, this is pretty good, decent way to get introduced to this game. Attacking Tinkerbats as we go, coming across hearts. Almost has some elements to this game does to a Metroidvania, as well as sort of Legend of Zelda, kind of with the hearts and the gems, kind of making me think of rupees. Now, here's something interesting. These Tinkerbats, they're ramming against the wall, where these bricks here that are just kind of jutting out from the wall, we need to use those to get up there, but they just kind of just do that just because. I don't even know if they have any reason for doing that, but in any case, we need to make our way up here. So because we are going to be, like I said, this game, as with any platformer, is going to be requiring a lot of jumping, so we might as well go ahead and get used to it now. There will be a way where things will be a little bit more useful and easier on us when it comes to jumping, but that's will be for a later time. Now, as you can see, there are cannons in the background, and they will launch cannonballs at you. I don't know if these are supposed to be risky boots as cannons or what, but for whatever reason they're stationed there, and so they are shown to attack Shantae without hesitation. We get to this portion right here. These Tinkerbats, they're carrying away some kind of special, looks like prototype engine, and then the third one behind just sets off a bomb, and it doesn't blow up the room, but it just makes it shrink for whatever reason, and we come to this old man who's hooping and hollering. So before we start the cutscene, just to introduce you all to him, this is Mimic. This is one of the residents here of Scuttletown. He is what you all will know as a relic hunter, and he is basically wanting to try to advance the future by discovering or excavating secrets of the past. Shantae is probably considers him almost in a way I would say a fatherly figure. He cares about him and him about her, so they work well in tandem, since I think the rest of the town kind of just sees them in a different light. But anyway, Mimic, hey old man, are you okay? Oh, look at what those Tinkerbats did to my workshop. I've got to stop them before they escape with my steam engine. Steam engine? What's a steam engine? I'll explain later. Right now, we have to get it back. You stay put. I'll handle this. He's like, okay, oh, we need to get my powered steam engine back. And you just tell him you're okay. No, I'll leave it to me. And he's like, okay. I just love how he just kind of calms himself down afterwards. So, anyway, the fire has stopped. Now, we do need to go down this way. These purple colored bricks do give way after you stay on them for long enough. But we'll eventually get to Risky here in a little bit. But something here that you all should, I find interesting. When you get to this portion of the map, this is where it kind of goes between night and day, which I kind of find interesting as well too. But no, we're getting close to Risky's ship here. We just have one more onslaught of 2 Tinkerbats to deal with, and then we should be getting to Risky's ship here in just a moment. I don't think there's another one here. Is there? Am I wrong? Yep, I was wrong. I can't believe this. We're already at 30 gems here, and we haven't even completely set off from Scuttletown, and we've already gotten over 30 gems. It's insane. Okay, here we are. So, jump on board Risky's ship, and we'll make our way towards the evil lady pirate herself. And she's just kind of chilling like, hey, you know what, it's all good. I'm on top of my ship with my cannon. Can't hurt me. It's all good. Alright. That's far enough, Risky. Where's the steam engine? None of your business. More importantly, you people have been using my sea without paying my fee, and now you're in a lot of hot water. Yeah, she apparently thinks the sea belongs to her in its entirety, and so she's like, okay, well, if you guys are sailing on my sea, yeah, that's gonna be a fine, which I find crazy, but what, what can you say about villains these days? That's ridiculous. The ocean is free for everyone to enjoy. Just who do you think you are? Who am I? I'm Risky Boots, Queen of the Seven Seas, and anyone who opposes me will be crushed flat. Men, spank this one extra hard for mommy. She's like, okay. Alright, so here's our first boss fight, and have to deal with these cannons who will just like go after us, and so we just have to avoid the cannon fire, the cannonballs that are bouncing this way. Oddly enough, if you stand in this corner, the cannons cannot hurt you, and they fire always at 3 at a time, but after they finish, Tinkerbats will come out from that bottom room, and then there will be a bomb that will be exposed, and you'll want to actually hit it afterwards, after you clear the Tinkerbats that walk through. But this probably takes about, at least I've noticed, about 4 times for me to get through. But yeah, you stay right here as far left as you can go as I get hit. But okay, yeah, I didn't react fast enough, but You stay here, they can't hurt you at all, which is interesting, so I think we should be able to get this bomb here. Can I get it? Okay, good. So you hit it enough times, then you knock yourself onto a pillar. You knock Risky into the watery depths, but I'm sure that easily can't be the end of her. But this is the second part of the boss fight where all you having to do is deal with these Tinker Bats who are just appearing from these windows, getting ready to hurl bombs, and you have to hit the bombs enough times to make them detonate. And I think you have to hit it, I think each one about four or five times or so. But once you take care of that, then that's it for the boss fight. And you think that would take care of her ship, but no, her ship's much stronger than that. And we see, of course, she didn't drown. She was able to survive as she's on top of her anchor. She says, "I went easy on you this time, but next time I'll be steam-powered and unstoppable." Ho ho ho! And I was trying to do my best impression of Karin from Street Fighter V, but as you can see, I still need a lot of work. But yeah, that's our first successful, accomplished boss fight battle against Risky Boots. So, and now we get greeted by the mayor of Scuttletown as well as the rest of the residents. And it doesn't say here, but just so you all know, this is Mayor Scuttlebutt. Not going to lie, that's his name. It's Mayor Scuttlebutt. Good job, Shantae. You certainly made short work of those bandits. Hiring a town genie was a dandy idea indeed. Maybe it's time I told him I'm only a half genie. Then Scuttletown could get a real guardian genie to protect them. How did I let things get so screwed up? So, yeah, obviously he doesn't know that Shantae is only a half genie, not a full-fledged genie. But anyways, we're going to get to talk to Mimic again. And he'll talk to us a little bit more about his background of his invention. Shantae, what happened? Where's my steam engine? I'm sorry, Mimic. Risky got away with the steam engine, and now she's going to use it to destroy Scuttletown. Oh, if only I were a real genie, then I'd show that Risky a thing or two. I'm afraid it will take more than genie magic this time. Let me explain from the beginning. And trust me, this cutscene doesn't take long. It all started on my last dig when I unearthed an ancient vault. Hidden inside was a diagram of a strange contraption. Here's how the thing works. A steel chamber full of water is heated like so. The water becomes steam, blasting out the top with enough pressure to turn a wheel indefinitely. Steam-powered muscle like that could change the world. I used the plans to build a steam engine of my own. I was almost done when that vixen swiped it. She seemed to be headed towards Watertown. Maybe there's still a chance to get the engine back. Atta girl. Just be sure you visit the save room before you leave town. Good luck, Shantae. Alright, and this will be the last time, I think, at least for now, that we'll need to go to Mimic's dock. But that's going to really do it for this episode. We're just going to quickly go to the save room, which is going to be pretty common because I'm going to probably have a lot of instances where I'm going to need to save. But I'm not going to save it here right now just because I want to make sure that everything went well with the recording before I stop it. But that's going to do it for this episode. So hopefully you all enjoy what you see and you're looking forward to the rest of this adventure. If you like it, then please let me know in the comment section below, and go feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. And when I see you all in the next episode, we will pick it up here. We'll just take a look at some of the other places in Scuttletown, and then we will soon get ready to set off on our adventure to take down Risky Boots the Pirate. So until then, this is Shadow HB3 signing out, telling you guys to stay perky. I will see you all next time. Of course, we'll see a couple more new enemies, including this one-eyed spider, which can be annoying. It squirts out these little poison balls, which can harm you, of course. And then we'll encounter these orcs here, which can be problematic. You shouldn't waste your time with these guys. And I should go ahead and mention it now that it's nighttime here for the first time.